Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Stylosa, and in this video, what we're going to do is take a look at the movement basics you really need to understand if you want to play Valorant and be effective at the game and be good in competitive as well. All right, let's check this out. So, first thing we're going to look at is the mini-map. Now, check this out. You guys will notice there is a large circle around me as I'm running backwards and forwards. That is the audio range of my footsteps. So this means if I'm running here, well, they can hear me in A short, and if I'm kind of here, they can get me or hear me in A cubby. So just think about it. You're moving around here. If somebody is camped in A cubby, which means that they're sort of camped like there, they will hear you moving around over here. You always have to be aware of that because information is critical to winning games of Valorant. Okay, let's take a look at some of the super basics then. So obviously, if you walk and move, you make no sound. Now, this is really powerful because, well, you don't want to give away your position. So as you're navigating around the map, you generally want to walk instead of running because if you're... Let me just buy a weapon. So if you're running around with your weapon out like, hey, yo, yo, they can hear you. Again, look at the mini-map. They can see where you are. I mean, look at this. If they're straight up in B window, they can hear me as I'm moving around here. So they know I'm here. They may pop out. They may use some sort of crowd control or flash ability. They come out and throw... Like maybe there's a Phoenix there and he flashes out and destroys me because he knows I'm here. Remember, information is critical to winning games of Valorant. Okay. I want to show you some play through this area here because I think this is a really cool section of the map to show this off. So this is Market. Now watch this. I'm going to run through Market. So I'm going to come through here like this. Now if you're a Valorant player, you're probably actually dying watching me do this because this is actually pretty bad. But I'm going to explain why this is pretty bad in a moment. Let's just say we want to end kind of here, right? So we're at this point. Now what we just did is die. We literally just got ourselves killed because we didn't check any of the corners. We were running through the middle of the chokes as well, which is not a clever thing to do. So let's just go back and take a look at how you should actually navigate this area of the map if you are trying to push through Market. So again, it's dead simple. So imagine we start here, right? We've got our weapon out. We're moving forward. Now, what are we going to do? Well, the first thing we need to do is check this cubby here. There could be a player standing there. So we absolutely have to come through like this. Check here, get ready to fire if there's anybody hiding there. If there's not, then we swing around. Now, the crucial thing to remember here is we're not doing this and then doing this and we're out in the open. We're hugging the wall. So we're kind of coming towards this here. We're checking there. We're getting ready again. Notice I'm aiming and notice I'm aiming head height. And in fact, this is a really cool part of the map to show this off. See this blue line? This is head height. All maps in this game are designed to have a clean space where you can very clearly identify an enemy model or an enemy player and take them out. But it has also got loads of little sort of heads up, I guess you could call them, like little design prompts to, yes, this is where you should have your crosshair. So as I'm coming down here, I'm not aiming at the floor like this. I'm aiming at this blue line and I'm walking around here, getting ready to shoot people. But anyway, let me just show you how I would navigate this area. So I'd come around here. I'm looking for somebody here. They're not there. Notice how I'm close to the wall. I then swing out. Then I'd start moving forward again. But notice how I'm still close to this wall. Then I'd check this cubby as I'm moving through. Then I'd move back over here, right? Again, notice the placement of my crosshair. It's not in the ground. It's here. Then as I swing out, I'm going to need to check here. But also, I need to check there. So what I would do is I'd slowly edge out like this. I'd check there. There's nobody there. Then I'd swing here. So can you see already, like, this is a lot more complicated than it actually seems to be. Because if you just run straight through here with your weapon, could have been killed from the right-hand side. We're moving through the middle here. Again, could have been killed from the right-hand side. That's obvious, right? But then as we come around here, well, we could have been killed from there. There could be somebody here. There's all kinds of things we have to think about. And it's just muscle memory. So it's so easy to do when you just keep going through the maps and just drilling this into yourself. Like, this is how I'm going to move through this area. And you will get more kills because positioning is everything in this game. If you can catch somebody by surprise or you check the corners, take them out, it is so powerful. Okay, so this is what we do. We come through here. We check in here. Okay, there's no one there. Then we sort of peek out here. There's no one here. We're moving forward, moving forward. We're getting ready here. We're peeking, we're peeking. We're still moving forward. We're going, we're going, we're going. Now, we stop. This is where we do actually start peeking. So we edge slowly out, right? This is clear. There's nobody there. Then we swing around. There's nobody there. We keep moving forward. But notice we now hug this wall because we need to check the immediate close right area. You guys can see it. Wrong button. You can see it on the map, right? Right here, that there, we need to check that. So we swing around here, right? We're checking. There could be somebody in that corner there. Now, this puts us in this position. Now, what we do here is we swing out because we want to check over there. There's nobody there, so we're clear. Then we swing out again. We check this. We check that. Now, there's one area where we need to get real close to check. So we're now sort of at the wall, but we need to make sure that we're moving our crosshair here, and then we're getting ready to check into this cubby here. Could be somebody there. In this case, obviously, it's not because it's just me on the server on my own. And then we hug this wall, and then we move forward like this. Now, this is where it gets interesting because there's a double box, right? So we need to check the double box. So as we swing out here slowly, we're getting ready to check the double box. The reason why is because there could be an Omen up there. There could be a Jet. I mean, Jet can jump, right? She could be on top of the boxes. So if we swing out here like this and we're looking down here, Jet's got the advantage there. She takes us out, and then we're dead. So again, play it slow. Check. There's nobody there. The next check is we're checking here. There's nobody here. We're swinging around here. There's nobody here, right? Now, this is okay, right? But there's another cubby here right next to us, so we've got to be super careful. The problem is, in this position here, you'll notice here, as we come around, we want to check. But we are exposed to here. There could be a Jet sitting on top of there. Could be an Omen. Could just be somebody like, or a Raze sitting there. I always want to say Rise, but Rise is the it's the League of Legends character. It's sitting there, and yeah. So let's just do this again, and we'll do it really quick. Now, I can't show you this for every single point and every single map. I think it would just take a bit too long in this video. I might do it in a different video though, just to show you guys how to navigate. So again, let's imagine we're going to push through market through B-Link, A-Link, or we generally call this market, go to A short and clear out A cubby, ready to take control of A teleporter. So this is what we do. We're walking, we check this corner here, there's no one there. I think I fired there, I didn't mean to do that. So let's start again. I don't know why I fired. I actually don't know why I fired. Okay, let's do this for real, and let's go straight through it. And then I'll explain what I'm doing again in more detail. So this is how I would play this. Okay, and we'll finish at that. That is how I would play this. There's some little minor refinements I would do. Again, I need to do this more myself, right? Because I think actually when I walked through this section here, instead of focusing on what was in front of me, like I should have been doing this, I spent a bit too much time looking at this when really I should have sort of aimed back towards there. But whatever. You guys can see what I'm showing you there. It's not just about running straight through like this and it's like, oh yeah, willy-nilly, woo, I'm going to shoot someone, I'm going to come at you, oh, there you go, wee. It's not about that. It's about being logical. It's about being methodical. It's about checking all of these angles and making sure you know exactly what is going on. Okay, there's a couple of other things I want to show you guys. And this is, it's about noise again. And it's about realizing that you can make noise when you jump off boxes. Now, you guys will hear this, and this is actually, like, so this would be the end of me, right? So if I'm coming through here, let's say, like, okay, I'm check the little cubby there, check this here, okay, I'm swinging out, oh, it looks fine, there's nobody here, nobody an elbow, it looks great, I'm going to jump out, and then I do that. Well, I've just made noise. Or I do this, right? I jump out here, oh dear, I've just made noise. Now they know where I am. They can hear that, they will see me, and they will absolutely destroy me, so you have to be aware of that at all times. Now, let's just play from the defender's perspective here. Okay, so let's take a look at this from a defender's perspective now. So imagine we're on this site. You know, we're firing away. We get a couple of kills. It's great. But they're planting the bomb on B. What do? We need to get over there, right? So we can either go that way or we can go this way. But we're just going to run back through spawn and go to A heaven, just for argument's sake. Well, we don't do this. We don't just start running like this because that's not fast enough. You obviously move faster with the knife. So you immediately get the knife out and then you start running. But take a look at the mini-map here. Notice that as I get here, right, A lamps, they can hear me. So as I come around here, I can be heard by A lamps. Now, there could be an enemy player there, right? There could be an enemy player just sort of on the site within radius of my movement circle. So they know I'm running. They know I'm coming. So the plan here is it's dead simple. So if we go back to this position again, but this is like the more you know, guys, the better at the game you will be. It's actually a really easy game when you start breaking it down. So here we are. We're firing away. It's all great. It's beautiful. We need to get the hell out of here because it's being planted on A. There's nobody else coming here. So we get our knife out. We start running. We're running and we're running. We're watching the mini-map. We don't really want to give away our position. Now, as we get here, we kind of need to start walking, right? But notice we've still got the knife out. The reason for this is we've got the knife out because we move faster. But we're going to go past the choke, yeah? So we need to get our weapon out just in case anyone's there. So here now we know it's probably safe. We're going to keep moving with the knife. because we move faster with the knife as opposed to having a weapon out. And then we're going to start peeking, but methodically we're going to peek to see where the enemy are. Are they there? Are they here? Notice I'm repositioning myself again. I'm checking all these angles really slowly, checking everything. I'm checking everything. I'm checking everything. And that is the moral of the story, guys, for movement in Valorant. It is very simple. Now, what I might do, if you guys want to see this, is I might break down movement paths or sort of angle clearing movement throughout all of the maps. This might be pretty comprehensive in terms of video because there's going to be a lot of stuff to cover. Like, because as you're sort of peeking out here, remember, you're always trying to stay head height. What can you see? As I came around here, I would check this corner here, then I'd start moving. Oh, well, then I'd check that. So, I mean, what I would do here is I'd move here. So, firstly, I'm checking this. I'm checking that. Then I'm moving around here. I'm checking this. Then I'm slowly peeking out this way. I'm checking these angles here. But yeah, if you guys want to see the movement paths for all of the maps, and I'm sure I could make that video. Could be very long, though, but I think it might help. Maybe we can break it down into each individual map. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that in the video comments below. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. It's been super cool to be putting stuff together for Valorant, and it's really funky to be, well, working on a new channel. All right, guys, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.